and keep on breathing.
Good morning on this Veterans Day. That's Mark's song from some guests who are going to be on our show in just a bit to chat about the benefits of music for veterans. We're looking forward to talking to them in just a little bit. Hello, Tiff. Had a few days off this week.
I did, yeah. Drove to Minnesota, drove back in the snow because it was snowing there yesterday.
I heard that. Did it take you more time than usual?
It wasn't too bad. I was pretty much ahead of it. I left pretty early, but it basically went from snow then to rain in Wisconsin, then those crazy windstorm. I mean, it was just like a weird day. But I told my mom this: I have never made the drive without beautiful rainbows, because there's always rain in the direction you're heading. It always just reflects perfect. So there was always these gorgeous rainbows at the end of the drive.
Aww.
So the entire way, it's actually really pretty. So
that's super
I didn't
cool.
mind it.
Yeah, the rainbows are following you. I like that.
Sure, I'm headed towards them. I'm at them.
So today's Veterans Day, as we just mentioned a second ago, and I thought it'd be interesting to share just a little bit of history about it, because I think some people wonder, for example, what day it falls on, that kind of thing. So it started actually as a day to reflect upon the heroism of those who died in our country's service. And it was originally called Armistice Day. It fell on November 11th because that was the anniversary of the signing of the agreement that ended World War I. So it was always on November 11th. But in 1954, it was when the holiday was changed to Veterans Day in order to account for all veterans in all wars.
Perfect. Well, I think, it's always good to acknowledge a veteran, especially if you know one in your life, or if you see one or someone wearing fatigues as well. I think it's very important to say thank you.
I agree. Yeah. And so it's this day is to honor our veterans. And a lot of people will say thank you for your service. Is there a way you greet people if you're out and about?
I mean, truly, that's it. Because oftentimes, you're kind of, you're not really trying to make a big scene. You're just sort of trying to say something in passing. Like, a lot of us see someone in fatigues or a veteran hat or something at a grocery store or a Walgreens or something like that. And so oftentimes you're kind of like, I think all of us have been in that moment where we want to say something, but we don't want to disturb someone. But I think you always err on the side of saying thank you and just sort of take that moment. And so I usually just say thank you for your service. I make it super simple and quick, something like that. Unless for some reason they feel like they want to talk and you get that moment, then I ask them where they served.
I think that's a great idea. And I like the idea of keeping it simple. I think a lot of people aren't sure what to say, but I think saying something is always better than nothing. I saw a post, this friend of mine, his name is Jimmy. He just posted on Facebook today something that I thought was really sweet and something that people could use if you want to do something a little bit different. And what he wrote was, "To all who were willing to serve, past and present, thank you. May you be honored today." So I thought that was kind of a nice thing you could say to veterans today, if you're out and about and you see them, because I think sometimes people want to say something that's meaningful. They're just not sure what to say, like you said.
Right. And it's just sort of that moment, you know how you always have a moment and then you're like, oh, it passed, I didn't do it. And you sort of kick yourself later. So I just always say, just take that moment. Just do it real fast. It's always so appreciated. And it seems like it truly means a lot.
I think so too. And it is our sound off question today. We posted this on our Facebook page. Go there and sound off. Tell us, what do you do to say thank you, or how do you say thank you to a veteran that you see out and about? Or a lot of people have veterans in their lives, people who are serving, and sometimes you say something a little bit more personal.